Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this foundation. It's fairly new. I found it at Walgreens. This one is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover. This one is in the shade 305 Natural Beige. This is the foundation I'm wearing today. It has a finish. It says that it's a natural finish. I don't agree with the natural finish. To me, this one is a pretty matte foundation. I haven't seen any tutorials or any reviews, just because I don't want anyone to kind of like get into my thoughts and change my mind about the foundation or the product itself. So I'm kind of just going on my own, and these are my true honest opinions. But after this video, I'm going to watch some reviews for sure to see if anyone else had the same issue. So it says that it has a natural finish. To me, like I said, it doesn't. It wears up to 24 hours. I'm not going to be testing it out for 24 hours, so I don't know how true that is. It probably goes up to maybe 12 hours, if that, just because it's super matte. So it probably does go for like 12 hours. And the coverage, it says it's high. I do agree that it's high. If you use a beauty sponge, it won't be as high coverage. I used my beauty sponge on this side of my face, and I can still see like some freckles, some beauty marks all over this side of my face. And on this side, I used a brush, and I cannot see anything. So if you use a brush, you do get a like full coverage, high full coverage. And the texture, it says that it's lightweight. I do agree that it's a lightweight foundation in textured and feeling on the face, just because it's a mousse foundation, so it's like kind of like whipped. So it does have a very light feel, I want to say. So it does hold its shape. Super thick, so if you don't like thick foundations, you might not like this one. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I do not really like this foundation, but you'll see on the demo. Alright guys, so this is how I'm gonna do things today. I'm gonna use a beauty sponge and a brush. I'm gonna use the beauty sponge of my left side, which will be your right side, and then I'll use the brush on this side right here. I'm gonna use a primer. The primer I'm going to be using is my favorite one. I love you. It's my Professional by Benefit. I'm going to use it on the side with the sponge. So on this side of my face, the primer and the sponge, and this other side, just the brush. And the shade I'm going to be applying today is the shade 305 Natural Beige. Before I continue to talk about this foundation, I have to let you know that I love the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow. These are my favorite for different reasons, but these are my favorite foundations. Okay, so far, it has, to me, it has like a medium to full coverage. It's not a finish that I would say is a natural finish like it says on the back. To be quite honest with you, I don't think it's a natural finish. I think it's a pretty matte finish for what I can see right now. So I'm gonna use a little bit more. I like the squeezy tube. It's a pretty nice, kind of like precise point. It's a really thick, like extremely thick. So I'm dipping my brush right into it, holding a little bit of product on my brush. Ooh, I think I'm gonna get like a super full coverage with a brush. so the foundation is on, sponge and brush. I gotta say, the sponge gave it a little less coverage, but a little more natural look. It doesn't look as heavy as it does with the brush. It looks a little more full coverage on this side though, I have to say it. I can definitely see my pores, but I'm assuming that using a primer, a pore filling primer, it'll be okay. I can see all of my pores on this side, which is kind of like driving me crazy. I do have large pores on this, like on my face. It feels a little tacky, but not too tacky. So a little bit of setting powder will do. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right with you. Okay, so my makeup is done, as you can see. I have a lot to say, and I don't know. I'm debating whether it's good or it's not. I'm on the fence. To be completely honest with you, I have a lot of mixed feelings with this one because it looks from like far away, from a distance, it looks really good. I'm seeing myself in the mirror right now and it looks really good. Like the coverage is really good. I hope you can tell in the camera. To me, the coverage from a distance, it looks really nice. But when you come up close, it looks so heavy. It looks extremely heavy, which I'm not really a fan of, but it is what it is. So it looks good from far away. The other thing that I want to mention is that the concealer, my goodness, concealer. I used my Maybelline Fit Me, which is one of my favorite concealers ever. And oh my goodness, it was removing the actual foundation and it was just kind of like crumbling, and it started just to peel off under my eye area, and I put a little bit of concealer on my nose and it actually moved the product underneath. So that kind of threw me off because I don't want my concealer to move my foundation, and I don't want my foundation to move when I'm applying my concealer. This is the first foundation that actually moves when I'm applying the concealer. I love the 1 and 2, the matte and the Pro Glow. I adore these foundations, but this one, I'm not really sure. I don't think I will be getting a lot of use out of it, just because it gave me a hard time. Also, I want to point out that it gets really like splotchy. Like I have a huge mark right here that I couldn't cover with my sponge, even though I went over it a couple of times. And also my nose, there's this area right here that has no foundation whatsoever. I had to apply some powder just to kind of like make it even. And also the same thing up here. It has powder only because the foundation just wouldn't stick to the skin, basically. So would I recommend you guys to buy this one? No, definitely not. If you want to buy either a matte foundation, which this one to me is not a natural finish, it's a pretty matte finish. Whatever glow you're seeing right now, it's because I applied a ton, I'm telling you, a ton of highlighter on my cheekbones and then over my the apples of my cheeks. So if this one is a pretty matte foundation, so if you're looking for a matte so if you're looking for a matte foundation, I would say go for this one. It's amazing. The Pro Matte is the bomb. It's really good. It's really amazing. And if you're looking for something more like luminous, the Pro Glow is the way to go. It's amazing. It lasts for so long. And there you have it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to upload twice a week. I'm not making any promises, but I will try my best to upload twice a week. So I hope you liked the review on this foundation, and I hope you liked this video, and I hope you stay warm and safe if you live up north, and if you live south, then stay safe and be warm. So take care, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.